What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks, presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad life choices. Going over to scoresandodds.com, where you got picks from me, Meansy, Daniel, all great. Plus, you get access to this nice little prop shopping tool where you can see exactly what we project for each individual prop, plus where the best odds are, and most importantly, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. Just go to scoresandodds.com/Discord. Just threw it in the chat there, where you can see exactly what I bet before I bet it each and every time. We got a nice little slate today. I'm trying to fix something that's going on wrong right now, and I don't know to. Let's see. Nope, it's not working. 1 second. Yeah, in any case, trying to fix this. We're not live on Twitter. Oh, well. Well, at least it's live on YouTube. We'll see what happens. These are all the bets that I made prior days. Don't know if the lines have moved. A lot of the lines have already moved, but we got some new bets here. Aaron Rodgers, over 33.5 passing yards, -130 over at DraftKings. Sorry, trying to do so many different things at once. There we go. Rodgers, too low of a line. Justin Fields, under 35.5 rushing yards. Now, I'm finding a lot of different props over on Caesars that are drastically different than the other ones. I don't know if they're overreacting to certain ones. I don't know if they just have big line bets that have come in. So, yeah, pretty much Justin Fields, under 35.5 rushing yards. Go to rushing yards here on the prop shopping tool. Rushing yards, Fields, +112. This is essentially a synthetic, there's no juice market. -115 over on DraftKings and MGM, +112 on the under at Caesars. Offering a decent amount of value. I have this as about a 50-50 chance of hitting, meaning roughly a 6% ROI. Going up against San Francisco, knows how to scheme against guys. Fields does not have any protection. He will be scrambling a decent amount. But, yeah, too high of a line. Same thing with Daniel Jones. Under 20.5 rushing yards. Again, another one where Caesars has moved the line drastically. -154 on the over compared to -115 on the over at MGM. So getting +112 odds. Daniel Jones hit the under a decent amount. Let's see. Daniel Jones, picking this up right now. Game log. Yeah, last year, over. So hit it roughly 50% clip, getting +112 odds on the under here are pretty solid. Going up against Tennessee, they should be able to stop them, should be able to keep them under control. David Montgomery, over 52.5 rushing yards, +108. Another line that Caesars has drastically different than other places. Looks like it moved already. Yeah, I got +108. It's moved all the way to -103. So probably not much value in that anymore. Again, another bet that's about 50-50 odds, getting plus odds. We just roll with it. All right, let's get to the baseball bets. Decent little baseball game. Yeah, sorry, getting a few messages. Looks like Smartwater left Cole Irvin over 2.5 earned runs. I don't know if I'll end up betting that, but he's just kind of pointing it out to me. Home run hits. Kerry Carpenter to hit a home run, +470 over at FanDuel. Gets a decent matchup going up against Myers. Myers an extreme fly ball pitcher. I actually like Myers today for the over on strikeouts. We'll get to that eventually. But as of right now, Myers still not great in the majors. Gives up a ton of fly balls. Carpenter, tons of pop. Bringing up right here. Now it's Kyle Bradish. Bringing up Kyle Carpenter. I get it wrong. Kerry Carpenter. I didn't think Kyle. Kerry Carpenter. The minors this year absolutely mashing. Just mashing. 22 home runs in AAA, 8 home runs in AA. That's 32 so far in the majors in just over 100 games. Dude is mashing. Getting plus 470 against an extreme fly ball pitcher. Solid line. Then the entirety of the Toronto righties has ridiculous odds. Kirk plus 1,000 to hit home run. Vlad plus 625 to hit home run. Springer plus 575 to hit home run. It's just silly to me what's going on with the odds over at Caesars. I don't understand them. Bradish, pretty extreme splits. While he has been better going up against righties so far since the All-Star break, still giving up a ton of power. 212 ISO, massive hard contact of 44%, 39.8% fly balls. So Kirk, not really a huge fly ball hitter, going up against a fly ball pitcher. Love it. Same thing with Vlad, same thing with Springer, considering all these guys have a ton of hard contact. All great odds. Get some pitching props here. Aaron Nola over 7.5 strikeouts. Not the biggest strikeout pitcher in the world, but solid matchup going up against Miami. Miami is not good. 23.6% K rate in the projected lineup. Only Wendell and Rojas are above average strikeout hitters. Doesn't make sense to me. Nola has been fantastic so far this season. Pretty much splits neutral. Does not walk a lot of guys. As a lineup that does not have a lot of walks in outside Blade and Anderson. So should be able to cruise through it pretty quickly. Should be really efficient. Love the line at plus 105 over at DraftKings. Let's see if it's moved at all. Going on over to the prop section. Nola, plus 110 over at MGM. I'd hit it there. That's the best place to hit it. Mike Mayers, over 4.5 strikeouts. Already told you he's probably not great, but he is getting the best. Mayers, plus 115. Oh, I want to hit that again. Yeah. Yeah, I already got 500 on it. Plus 115 over at Caesars. Mayers going up against Detroit. Detroit's awful. Well, he's probably going to be limited to about 85 pitches. Detroit is the worst lineup in the league by such a wide margin going up against righties. Looking at this, 118 ISO, 280 WOBA, 26.3% K rate. Everyone strikes out outside of Castro at a massive clip. They do not know how to work the count, just 7.3% walk rate. They are going to get crushed here by Myers. May give up 1 or 2 home runs, but the strikeouts will absolutely be there. Myers still above average strikeout rate pitcher. Better versus righties and going up against lefties. And while he will face a decent amount of lefties here, does not matter because they're not great lefties. Again, home runs are probably going to come, but the strikeouts, 4.5 plus odds is way too low. I have this at over a 15% chance of hitting, which equals about a 10% ROI. For Amber Valdez, under 2.5 earned runs. Pretty big juice, so I understand not wanting to bet this. Minus 170 over at DraftKings. Valdez has just been solid. Very solid so far this season. Massive, massive, massive ground ball pitcher going up against a Texas lineup that's really not great. Lots of strikeouts in the bottom of the lineup. Bottom of the lineup is just not great at all. So even though there's massive juice, not very good versus lefties. I like the bet. Logan Gilbert, over 17.5 total outs, minus 113 over at Caesars. Over 4.5 strikeouts, minus 130 over at Wynn. Going up against the White Sox have not been great. They've been rough the entire season. I don't know why La Russa has not been fired. I do not understand it at all. But they're not great right now. Just not very good. Gilbert been pretty solid so far this season, better versus lefties and righties, and so I'm going to face about 3 of them. But still, solid strikeout rate pitcher, solid strikeout lineup. But the main thing is they do not walk a ton. Very low walk rate, 6.5%. I think he gets out pretty clean. Over 6 innings is pretty good odds at minus 119. Over 4.5 strikeouts, pretty solid at minus 130. That's the bets. These are the ones I bet earlier on the week. We got a lot of football bets out there. Been crushing it so far this month after a rough 2 months. Up 1,600 already this month, 15% ROI. Actually, way more than that because that's incorporating the football bets. Have about 700 on. About 7. I should have more than that on the 8th. I got Bills and Ducks and Knox. That's why. And so I should. There we go. Yeah, I got a decent amount. So if you haven't taken advantage of the promo yet over on DraftKings, if Bills or the Rams get up by one score and lose, then everyone gets paid. So bet the money line. I went with the Bills. Starting to think I probably should have gone the Rams, but both of them solid bet. That's it. That's all. Good luck tonight. We're out of here. See you, kids.